Hello, Libra. Welcome. Take a seat and relax. There is nothing you need to do in this present moment except to relax and enjoy your reading. To start your reading off, Libra, we have card number 28. I feel this one to my core. This is my alone card. So this is Gabe telling Andy, I can't be alone anymore. Andy, do you like being alone with me right now? And Andy says, no, this is horrifying. And Gabe says, I don't like being alone with me either. So it seems like you do not like being alone with you right now, Libra. That is okay. I have been there. A lot of people have been there. But why aren't you liking being alone with you right now? What can be a positive about this situation? What can we do when we're alone that we can't do when we're with other people? Why do we need other people to not feel so alone? So start hanging out with yourself. Start doing things that you think would be fun to do just because you think it would be fun to do. Being alone is a good time to learn about yourself, and it's a good time to figure out who you are. And that is what religion is all about. Religion is all about figuring out who you are. Anything else that is not about that is just politics. Everything about religion is all about figuring out who you are. And you can't do that when you're surrounded with other people. So when you are alone, this is a really good time to figure out who you are. You know, someone famous said that we don't know, we're like the wind, we don't know where we come from and we don't know where we're going. So when you're alone, it's a good time to try to figure out where you might have come from and where you might go. Page of Pentacles and Death. So, Page of Pentacles. The page, this is like the beginning of an adventure. So this is like you having a lot of energy. This is like a kid seeing things with wonder for the first time. That is what the page type of energy is. And the pentacles are things that you can see, things that take time, things, anything physical that you can see. That is part of the pentacles. So it's not just money, it is everything that you can see. So the Page of Pentacles, imagine seeing everything that you can see with bright, new, fresh eyes, with eyes full of wonder and eyes to where, it's like spring starting all over again. And wow, it's so pretty. And it was just as pretty as last time, but it's kind of nice to see it again. Death is kind of nice, right? Winter, that makes us appreciate spring again. It makes us appreciate all the flowers coming back. It makes us appreciate all that fresh, warm, good weather. So death is about seasons. Death is about change. Death is about going back to winter so you can appreciate the spring and appreciate the summer and then appreciate the fall again and appreciate the winter and then appreciate the spring. And it's just a nice little ride. Because doing things like doing 4 different things is a lot better than doing one thing for all of eternity. But it's kind of nice to not do so many different things. It's kind of nice to have a pattern of 4 different things. Because it helps the mind know what's also coming, right? Because the mind likes to also know things. But there's also a mystery to it, because even though we're going through the same thing again, it's a little different this next time around. It does still feel fresh. Fresh and new, even though happened to us just 4 times ago. So life is like seasons. There are seasons of being alone. There are seasons of being around people. So let's appreciate each season when it comes, and let's enjoy what we can do during that season. Just like while winter is here, like sure it might suck that it's cold outside, but it also means people can snowboard and go skiing and have fun doing those things, because you can't do those things in the summer, right? So we enjoy doing those things while we can, and then we'll appreciate spring when it comes, and we'll appreciate summer and doing summer activities when the time comes, because we can do those again, and we'll appreciate snowboarding again, and skiing again the next time around, because we couldn't do it in the summer. So this is seasons of you being alone and you being surrounded with people, and this is a time of being alone. So what can we do? What can we appreciate when we are alone that we can't when we are around people? Trust. Cool. Trusting death, right? Trusting that making death small, right? It's like day and night and the sun going away, and trusting that the sun is gonna end up coming back around and coming back up the next day. People didn't know if it would or not back then. That's why they did rituals and a lot of blood sacrifices and stuff, because they thought that would help and please the gods, and that would make it so that the sun comes back up again, even though it's just naturally going to come up again, because that is how life is. So same with death. What comes after death is more life, because that is just how the seasons are. And then after life there's death, and then after death there's life. And it's just, the wheels keep on moving, the seasons keep on moving. And that is seeing life for what it is and being mature about it, right? Ace of Pentacles. So we went from Page of Pentacles to sitting on her throne. The Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. Aces are the thrones of each princess, of each page. So this is like imagine being the Page of Pentacles, right? And we said that it's like beginning a new adventure, seeing things with wonder. That means not knowing what they are, okay? Now imagine what kind of person you turn into when you start knowing those things and knowing what they are, right? This is like becoming an adult, right? You start knowing more, and you start assuming more things, because your mind has been more used and has seen a lot more things. So your mind thinks that it can predict things a lot more, and because you have set yourself a pattern, right? So it's very easy to predict a pattern, because it's comfortable for the mind, because the mind's job is to keep you alive, to keep you surviving. So patterns are good for surviving. Unknown is not good for surviving, because you don't know if you will survive or not. But patterns make it sure that you probably will. So imagine going through the whole circle, right, and then ending up back at the page, and keeping all of this knowledge though, but keeping also the characteristics of the page, of even though you know a lot of things and you've gone through the whole circle around, then this next time you're going to keep seeing things with wonder, because even though they're the same 4 things, right, they're so much different every time around. Every time I go through them again, I see them with different eyes, because I carry on the past 4 times with me as well on this new 3rd time. Look at that, Gain and the Empress. Nice. What good energy. These have been good readings today. So things we can learn on our own. We can gain things on our own as well. Just because we have lost the connectedness with the people around us doesn't mean it's a total loss. It means we can gain things in another way, right? In another account. And gain things from the inside, because it's good to go in and then go out, right? It's good to have seasons, have different times, so we can keep things fresh, right? And see things with new eyes, and helps to go out and get information, and then it helps to take that information in and then separate it and then put it nice and neat, and then get more information, and then do the same with that information, because it's fun. It's still gaining. You're gaining either way. The Empress is the one within. That is the trust that is the one you're trusting to let go and trust life and trust death, trust the life's and death's seasonal changes. And yeah, imagine embodying that type of maturity, that you see life and death that way. You know, how cool would that be? Being able to enjoy your time alone, because you end up finding out that that's the most precious time you have. You know, when you start enjoying being alone, you're gonna notice how nice it is, because no one can affect you, no one can put you in a bad mood. The only one that can put you in a bad mood is you. So why would you put yourself in a bad mood? I wouldn't. So I'm not in a bad mood anymore, because I'm not putting myself in a bad mood. And you can decide that all on your own. And you can just be in a good mood. Okay, alright, I'll get one last card. From the Absarcal deck. Number 7. Yes, this is more about you being alone. This is identity theft is not a joke. Jim. So this is all about being yourself, right? Nothing else in the world matters, because if we all still wanted to be the same, then we would still be up in heaven, right? Where we're all God, where we're all one. There's one, so we're all same, but not different. And that is why we are here on the earth, because we are all different, but same, not same. Yeah, not same. We are same, but different here. And in heaven, we are just same. But we are same, but different here. So explore the different. Why are we exploring something different, right? We wanted to explore something different, and we are here where there's different. But then we are sad about our differentness, and not anymore. Let's explore the differentness, our uniqueness, our yourselfness. And appreciate those alone times when we have them, and appreciate the times when we are around with people, and appreciate the times where we are alone, right? Death, we all go through death alone, we all come here alone, we all leave alone. So it's good to know how to be alone, because it's part of life, and it'll make us stronger for when we are with people. So cool. I hope this reading helped. If it did help, please help me as well by leaving a like, leaving a comment, and subscribing if you would like to keep hanging out. This is a safe place where we try to figure life out together. So thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.